Flores Fernandez and Hassan Mohamed Burahama, the two outgoing ambassadors of Cuba and Kuwait to the Gambia respectively, were hosted to a state banquet graced by Her Excellency Aja Dr. Aissatou Njie Sedi, the Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs. The duo are said to have ended their term of office in the Gambia on a high note. Outgoing Ambassador Ines Flores Fernandez, a Master of Science degree holder from Finance from the National Autonomous University of Mexico, backed by a rich cumulative working experience in international relations, was a principal contributor in strengthening the existing mutual beneficial ties between the Gambia and Cuba.
This process is envisaged to be further accelerated by the ratification of an agreement on visa exemption for holders of diplomatic and service passports by both the government of the Gambia and the government of Cuba. In the health sector, Ambassador Fernandez has steadfastly championed greater cooperation between the Gambia and the Republic of Cuba. On behalf of His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, members of his government and the entire Gambian population, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs wishes to convey its immense gratitude to Her Excellency Mrs. Ines Flores Fernandez, outgoing Ambassador of the Republic of Cuba to the Gambia, for all her laudable efforts she has made in the further consolidation of the broader relations between the Gambia and the Cuba.
The outgoing Ambassador Hassan Mohamed Burahama, who in 2003 obtained a doctorate degree from the University of Hull, United Kingdom, is no less a professional. An author of many books, the finest and latest title, Diplomacy in the Area of Globalization, earned him international recognition. His posting to the Gambia in the year 2009 was as a recognition of his enormous contribution to the diplomatic service of his country.
During his tour of duty, was able to take initiative to widen the scope of the strategic cooperation between the Gambia and Kuwait, and has also taken measures to bring the peoples of our two countries closer together. Ambassador Hassan Burahama, you are a friend of the Gambia, and we hope that you will take with you fond memories of the Gambia and its people. We also hope that as a friend of the Gambia, you will always remain close to us and will continue to show interest in our relationship.
That show of professionalism in fostering diplomatic ties between the Gambia, Cuba, and Kuwait, and the outgoing ambassadors, an order of the Republic of the Gambia from President Jammeh.
I have titled it, Thanks to the Smiling Coast of Africa. And it reads, thanks for your blessed land and your river, for your warmth and friendly nature. Thanks for showing me the glad view of your sky. Thanks for your birds singing every sunrise. Thanks for your ancestral trees, for the baobab and wonjo juices. Thanks for your damoda and your supakanja.
Gambia was always beside Kuwait in difficult times in '90. Also, Kuwait with the Gambia exchanged the support in international organization and work together friendly and support each other. In fact, my feeling is really that I had friends for several years, work with them in all levels, officially and friend, private.
Among the distinguished guests to grace the occasion was Momo Sabali, the Secretary General and Minister of Presidential Affairs. The Gambia, under the starship of President Jammeh, as Sabali puts it, has a unique foreign policy anchored on the serving of the one God.
The Gambia has had a very special and very unique foreign policy, and that is based on the serving of the one true God, Allah, and based on that, choosing our friends and bonding with countries that believe in the oneness of humanity, with countries that believe in the territorial integrity and sovereignty of each country, regardless of size or color. And based on that, we have friends that are true and genuine. And we do not have friends that are better and more special than Kuwait and Cuba, among many others.
The event lasted into the night with feasting. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
Officials of the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare have received medical equipment from the UNFPA Banjul office. The equipment, worth over 10 million dalasi, includes a double cabin pickup life-saving drugs. Umunjai was at the presentation ceremony and she tells us more.
Maternal health and reducing maternal mortality are key concerns of the United Nations Family Planning Association. The UNFPA has been rendering support to the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare over the past decades. This time around, the UN agency donated a package including double cabin pickup, laptops, projectors, emergency contraceptives, and drugs relating to maternal care.
All of this is able at improving maternal health care in the country, generally reproductive health care, as we all work towards the reduction of maternal mortality. We are very appreciative of the support that we have received from the Ministry of Health and look forward to continual support and collaboration between UNFPA Gambia and the Ministry of Health.
The Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Omar Sy, applauded the UNFPA for their intervention while assuring them that the items will not only be distributed to the different health facilities, but they will also be put to good use.
We as a ministry are doing everything possible to make sure that every woman and child have access to healthcare delivery services, especially maternal cases. Monitoring and evaluation is key at the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. Provide us a vehicle to enhance this very important task we've embarked on, and we will continue. It's a step in the right direction.
We'll also thank UNFPA, who are one of our key partners in supporting this aspect in health service delivery. I think all the materials provided lies effectively and efficiently, and be rest assured that we will strengthen this collaboration and get more resources from UNFPA and other partners. On that note, we thank you very much for the support given to the ministry.
Valued at $10 million, the UNFPA assistant representative applauded the beneficiaries to utilize them judiciously. Uminjai, GRTS.
Large numbers of volunteers Saturday morning turned out to take part in cleanup exercises in the capital city Banjul and the Kanifing municipal area. Our Buba SMC saw the volunteers in action, and he tells us more in this report.
The latest Operation Clean the Nation, dubbed Settle in the city of Banjul, saw both young and old emerging to clear the capital of waste and litter. From Hope Street to Lasso Wharf, voluntary workers toiled tirelessly, tidying streets, city lanes, and gutters of junk and garbage. Ward Councillor Pa Mahmoud Sise explains some of the constraints they face in executing the cleansing exercise. Deputy Mayor Awasil Lanjai decried the low rate of communal participation in the cleansing exercise and used the opportunity to plead with the community to exercise greater commitment towards waste disposal and the environment.
People have to change their attitudes. People should know where to dump. And the concern is Banjul is below sea level. Yesterday we were flooded. All the streets were flooded. Everything was flooded. That is our constraint. At
Latikunda, the community lightly responded to the cleansing exercise, a scenario that was absent in the Greater Banjul area. Seni Jaju, a lecturer at the Humanity First Institute, explains the rationale for taking part in the exercise. National Environment Agency Coordinator Muhammad Jabang lauded the community-based institute for taking a lead role in the vital activity, urging other institutions to emulate them.
They are doing very well because they were able to clean all the gutters here, that we can see. And they have been here, working very, very hard. So if we are able to get, many of this type of people who are committed to national cleansing, we will really, see a very clean Gambia.
NEA officials believe the objective of the cleansing exercise can only come into friction with collective participation and support from the masses, bringing the need for increased attitudinal change towards environmental issues. Buba SMCC, GRTS.
The National Youth Council, in collaboration with the United Nations Development Programme, has organized an intergenerational